It's a very good morning. It's the beginning of a big one-day series. It's the IDBI FORTIS WEALTHSURANCE Cup, the one-day series, 5-match series. The first one here from Dambulla.
Well, we're at the start of a rather competitive series here in Dambulla. I have the two captains ready for the toss. There's Mahela Jayawardena for Sri Lanka, Mahendra Singh Dhoni for India, and of course the match referee, Mr. Chris Broad. Mahela spins. Tails is the call from Dhoni.
Sorry. It is a tail.
It is a tail, and India does win. And what will it be, MS?
We are bowling first. The wicket looks very different from how it behaves. So over here we have seen, in day games, it's obviously the seamers who get the help initially. So we are looking to bowl first. We committed a mistake last time when we were touring over here. The wicket looked quite similar, but it helped the fast bowlers.
Thanks, MS. Do well.
Hopefully.
What would you have done if you'd won the toss?
Yeah, bowl first, obviously. I mean, there'll probably be a little bit in it, take the advantage, but hopefully, the toss is not going to make a huge difference. Put our head down and, get some runs on the board and create opportunities.
Thanks, Mahela. Have a good one.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
So the news from the centre is that India won the toss and they will bowl first.
It's so very important to pick up early wickets once you start to do that. But they're up against a very strong batting lineup. Dilshan, Sanajay, Surya, Sangakkara, Kandambi gets a game. Mahela Jayawardena very, very strong in the batting lineup. They bat very deep. And India, they're missing out Virendra Sehwag. Otherwise, it's a very good team as well.
Surya now combining with Dilshan. Dilshan was devastating in the previous game. He got 139. And we know the kind of, or the brand of cricket he plays, and we're already looking forward to this contest. But there will be a little bit of moisture up front, so they'll have to watch out for that. 39 years old, Surya. Look at the weight of those runs, almost 13,000. He needs just 37 more. And that strike rate, well, if at all, is getting even better. Dilshan, the man we were talking about, he also gets his runs very quickly. And yeah, I probably feel that he's found his place now at the top.
I think he has. They're both stroke makers. They're both attacking players, so they complement each other very well, and always very useful to have a left-right opening combination at the top of the order.
3 in the cover, saving one, a third man wide-ish. Very orthodox looking field. I think they're just going to check it out, the initial start, and see how the wicket behaves. Is there enough juice in it or not? Here it is. Does go off slowly off the surface, so it looks like a good batting surface, but in the past we've seen that run making is not that easy. That's why you needed a short leg. Now he's got to go. Probably has to go. If he hits, he does it. I think he's gone. Yusuf Pathan it was with the ball. Dilshan was looking for the run. Yusuf Pathan didn't release. He felt that he could make it before Dilshan. And eventually he had to release the ball, and I think the Indians believe they've got their man.
Dreadful misunderstanding. Dilshan wanted the run. Jayasuriya didn't. Dilshan kept coming. By the time he decided to go back, we think it might be too late. He could be in trouble. So another look at it. Bat and pad onto, it's bat onto the pad. Then the call from Dilshan. Jayasuriya not interested. Sent him back quite late. Let's have a look at this again. Oh yes, he's well short. So disaster for Sri Lanka.
Real disaster. You don't want to have that happening to you. Losing the first wicket on naught and by a run out. So this is a big beginning for India. They'd feel very, very pleased with it. We're still waiting for the umpire's decision. I wonder what is holding him. There it is. So Dilshan obviously is making his way back into the pavilion. India have got a wicket. Sri Lanka are not for one. A new man in is Kumar Sangakkara. Also a huge heavyweight in this scheme of things for Sri Lanka. He's got a job to do because they've lost the informed Dilshan, and rather unfortunate circumstance that what appeared to Dilshan to be an easy run obviously wasn't as simple for his partner Jayasuriya, and that horrible misunderstanding has resulted in the first wicket to go. Take a look, another one.
Well, there it is again, bat and pad close together, but going to Pathan. The call was quick from Dilshan. Jayasuriya had no time interested, so he's a long way out. Matan did the right thing, got closer to the stumps before he threw. So what a start for India.
That's over the top. That's the Jayasuriya. He had the width and the length to play with, and he's crashed that for a boundary.
Any width, and Jayasuriya is so dangerous in the initial stages of a one-day innings. If you give him the opportunity outside that off stump, he'll put it away all the time.
Another boundary. This is crisp and clean. Past extra cover, nobody moved.
Well, that was a hard volley. Jayasuriya is not going to miss out on those. Hit a boundary square of the wicket in the previous over, but this one through extra cover, his timing was quite superb. Very good weight transfer through the shot.
Oh, glorious. Again, not even a half volley, taken on the rise, but smashed, in fact, bludgeoned over the covers.
Too much width, third boundary for Jayasuriya in that area.
Nicely played. He's a class act, Kumar Sangakkara. This is a lovely, lovely shot.
Sangakkara is such a beautiful player to watch when he gets everything together. This one, driving through extra cover, opening the face slightly maybe to get the gap between those two fieldsmen, but very well played. Pretty unfortunate that he didn't get a break, but this is nicely worked away by Jayasuriya. That's gone down to the boundary on his legs and just a tickle. And off the edge, down to third man. Jayasuriya gets a boundary and off a free hit. Well, he would have been looking for a 6, but he got a boundary. That's all right. The crowd has gone mad. We haven't had much of those. And this is in the air, but in the gap. Catch it was a cry. It's gone down to the boundary. Another 4 for Sana Jayasuriya. And this is over the top. This is a very good shot again by Jayasuriya, pulling it from outside the off stump. Another boundary. Sana Jayasuriya is really stepping it on now.
Once again, just the length that he wanted. Short of a good length and whacked away. One bounce into the advertising boards.
This is over the top. This is a good shot by Jayasuriya, but may not go all the way. Not timed to perfection, but still managing to hit it over the top. Hit it over the infield, a couple of runs. So single to end the over. The Sri Lankan 50 is up. And the 50 partnership. 50 for 1.
Get the single. 13,000 runs for Jayasuriya one-day internationals. What an achievement. ...428 matches, 13,000 runs, average of 32. A strike rate of 91. That's why he's a match winner. 2,700 of those.
Yes, absolutely. It's the strike rate that's the big thing in the Jayasuriya career. Strike rate of 91, opening the batting. 13,000 runs and still going.
Down the track and he smashed it. Slow outfield, but he'll get to the boundary in a hurry. 15 overs bowled. It's 59 for 1.
There it is. 50 for Jayasuriya. 14th against India. It's the 68th overall and second on this ground. acknowledges the appreciative crowd here.
It is 68th, a half century for him.
There, that's the first show of intent, straight down the ground. And he's connected handsomely. 6 for Jayasuriya.
And he didn't even look to hit it too hard. He's timed it very well, used his feet. And you can see he's not really tried to have a big swing at it. Very nicely timed, just over the straight boundary.
That's gone into the vacant area for a boundary. 10 runs from the over. It's 110 for 1. And then you're going to get runs like that. The flatter ones are going to be pushed for runs. Just the 2 on that occasion, because it isn't such a pacey track. The ball doesn't really whip off it. In the air, and he's gone. That is the wicket that India were looking for. Kumar Sangakkara didn't get the elevation he wanted and has just ended up in the hands of Suresh Raina.
Well, you can see from the footwork, it's tired footwork. And then eventually, because the foot didn't go to the pitch of the ball, he had to try and reach out to try and hit it over the top. Wasn't able to control it, and a simple catch there. He's very upset. Jayasuriya is very upset that a wicket has fallen and the partnership's broken. It's 118 for 2.
The partnership has just been broken. 118 these to put on, and 166. And Sangakkara, tired-looking Sangakkara, just gave it away there. Kadambi has walked in. Kandambi, he's playing his 8th game. That's gone into the gap, and it's a big chase there for Zahir Khan. He saves the boundary, but will certainly concede 3. It's 124 for 2.
Anita Lobo, who's with our team, has been of great help on this tour.
This is a good shot. Jayasuriya has picked his spot. He's got a boundary. Raina dropping it short, and for Sana Jayasuriya, this bowling is meat and drink. Goes again, this time towards square leg, and it's gone for 4. Zahir Khan couldn't reach it.
Didn't put in the dive. He was in 2 minds in the deep. Was it very, very hard? Bottom hand coming into play. Packs a punch into it. Thought about diving and then lets it go. 149 for 2. Just the 1 wicket for Pragyan Ojha. The other was a run out. Inside out. Bit of work to do. Puts in the dive. Pragyan Ojha will be referred, I would think. Good commitment from Ojha in the deep.
And played behind square. This might be his 100. Jayasuriya is coming back, and that is Sana Jayasuriya's 100. Very well played. 28th one-day 100, and what a performer he's been for Sri Lanka. And he's once again batted brilliantly, and the crowd has really been appreciative. It's been a tough innings here. Conditions have been easy, but Sana Jayasuriya has risen to the occasion. 28th one-day 100.
Amazing, unbelievable. 39 years of age. Difficult conditions weather-wise. He stuck it out. He loves India. His 7th 100 against India. And this one of the best. He's enjoying it. He's like a 19-year-old, not a 39-year-old there.
Once again, a couple more for Jayasuriya. Sana Jayasuriya is the type of player that he loves There you are. He's tired. He's very tired. But somebody super fit.
There goes Jayasuriya, opens his shoulders, and that's gone. Correction, that was Kandambi. Yes, we were talking that he must open out, and he does it.
And he does it well, and that's a 50 partnership as well. So exactly what Kandambi needs to do now. Take pressure off Sanif Jayasuriya. That'll make it very difficult for India if they attack at both ends during this power play.
Yes, that was pitched in the right area for him to free his arms. He's got his foot down the pitch. Pitch close enough. Didn't stop on him. And we see a change in the field. A short mid-wicket has come in. That's in the air. And that's the end of Tiruna Kandambi. Weak dismissal caught at mid-off.
He's looking to exploit the power play, as he should do, but he just never got hold of this delivery. It was back at the length, tried to go over mid-off. Mid-off is in the circle, but hit it very high up on the bat. So that's the third wicket that goes down. Kandambi's gone for 17, 169 for 3.
Fawaz Maroof out in the middle, so the Sri Lankans have changed their batting order. Mahela Jayawardene down to come at 5. Maroof comes ahead of him in his 87th game. Need to make big contributions with the bat, or worthwhile contributions. 69 his top score. He's got hold of that one. Intentions clear. He's going to try and hit over the top as much as he can, whenever he can, while the power play lasts.
Zahir Khan doing the right thing, bowling around the wicket to Jayasuriya to try and cramp him for room. Jayasuriya looking over mid-off, but didn't middle that one.
Delivers full toss, it's up in the air. Yes, and that's the end of Sanat Jayasuriya. Not what he wanted to do. Simple catch, and Sanat Jayasuriya departs.
Well, it was a full toss. It was a change of pace, all right. It was a slow delivery, but it was a tired shot by Sanat Jayasuriya. He's played so well, but you could just see him, as it went on, his innings went on, getting tired. So didn't get hold of this one. Mid-off, due to the power play, is inside the circle. And the second wicket to go down in a fairly similar fashion. So a big blow from a Sri Lankan point of view. India strike. They get their 4th wicket. They're looking better and better. 171 for 4.
Mahela Jayawardene, the captain, out in the middle. Gets off the mark, first ball. So the captain going another notch down the batting order. He's at number 6. Familiar position being number 4. 295th match. 7,921 runs. Strike rate 76.2. He's not been one of those very fast scorers, but a player who likes to bat for a long time. Gets settled in that position of number 4. Very nicely played by Maroof. Eases it into the gap, and this time he'll pick up a boundary.
Good shot by Maroof, just giving himself some room. The delivery was full this time. His timing was excellent. As we said before, the pitch is quite slow, so not easy always to hit through the line, but improvising well, Maroof.
There goes Maroof. Makes contact again, moving outside the leg stump. This time it was a very clean hit.
It's in the air. Could be another man gone. Mahela Jayawardene taken easily. Ishan Sharma picks up the wicket. Rohit Sharma the catcher.
Well, Jayawardene's bad form with the bat continues. But of course he had come in at a difficult situation where there's no time for the batsman to settle down. He's got to go for the big shots, and when you're not in good nick, this is what can happen, trying to make a little bit of room from outside the off stump. but just getting a leading edge. Simple catch there for Rohit Sharma. So Jayawardene caught Sharma, bowled Sharma. 204 for 5.
Kapugedra, the new man at the crease. Get off the mark straight away. It gets to Parvez Maroof. Crossed over the batsman as the catch was taken. Brilliant strike. It's gone the distance. In fact, it's cleared the boundary line by a huge margin.
Well, this is always going to be the danger when you have an inexperienced bowler like Pragyan Oza coming in the ball towards the death. He's bowling his normal stuff, but this is good use of the feet by Maroof. He's given himself just a little bit of room. Went straight down the pitch rather than towards the ball, because that allowed him to free his arms. And this is beautifully timed.
Bit of inside edge on this one. Zahir Khan getting around. He'll pick up 2 more for Parvez Maroof to win the over. 221 for 5. Bowled him. Gets his front leg out of the way, but inside edge. And 3rd wicket for Ishant Sharma comes at a crucial time, with Maroof looking dangerous.
Yes, this is a big wicket. The slower delivery and a bit of an inside edge on to the stumps. He was going for the big hit. This is more a T20 shot where you make room, take the front foot out of the way, but didn't quite connect simply because Ishant Sharma cleverly bowled a slower delivery. But he's played a very good hand, Maroof, of 35. It's 222 for 6.
Tushara walks up to the centre. Strike rate of 96, best of 54. Very good delivery first up. Terrific sound of ball hitting bat. Maximum 229 for 6. It's gone in the air, but it's gone well over long on. Tushara this time, his first 6.
This is a magnificent shot. Once again, he's picked up the slower delivery very well. He may have been in the right slot, but it still had to be put away. That is terrific timing. Beautifully struck by Tushara. It's a huge hit.
It's in the air. He's got the elevation. Fielder coming underneath it. Oh, both of them don't attempt it. Yusuf Pathan and Suresh Raina. It was Yusuf Pathan's catch. He was the man who was running in from long on.
Well, the thing is whether they observe the basics of saying mine. Well, Suresh Raina seems to be suggesting it's his. And eventually he stops. But there's Captain Cool. No reaction whatsoever.
Direct hit will result in extra runs. He's referred it to the 3rd umpire.
This is what a fielder has to quickly think at this stage of the innings. Is a wicket worth it? Or if the ball ricochets off for extra runs, what do we go for? Well, it looks to me as if Raina has taken the correct decision to go for it, because it's a wicket, and it's a wicket, it looks to me. It's a dot ball. At this stage, when the ball strikes the stumps, the bails are still in their groove and the batsman is on the crease, the bat's on the crease. Now, the next one is important, the next frame. But if the bowler, the fielding side, or the batting side, oh, it's a wink saying it's out.
Becomes a dot ball now. Kapugedra gone for 15. Sri Lanka 245 for 7. Kulasekara is the new man. Tushara the man on strike. Oh, is a crime. He's bowled a no ball and it's a free hit. Misses it. And Dhoni misses it as well. Dot ball to end the over. 50 overs bowled. Sri Lanka, healthy score, 246 for 7. Both sides will be pretty happy with the performances.
There you are. Dilshan out to in the first over for 0. Jayasuriya then compensating with 100. And a big partnership with Kumar Sangakkara. The middle order, Maroof scoring a quick 35. Jayawardene failed again. But the useful contributions down the order, taking Sri Lanka to 246 for 7.
Zair Khan pick up the bowlers once again, picked up 1 wicket. Ishan Sharma picked up 3. And Pragyan Ojha, the left arm spinner, picking up 1.
So there it is. India will now take on that total of 246. Now, judging from the past, 246 seems to be a wonderful total. In fact, more than a fighting chance Sri Lanka have given themselves. Judging it's a slow wicket, and also the outfield has been slow, Roshan. So 246 normal grounds would be about 270.
I reckon, but certainly this pitch hasn't behaved as badly as we thought, and I thought it will only get better because it would get drier, and whatever moisture that it would have had would be dry and it would be gone, and I believe the ball might come on a little bit better in the afternoon. The Indians have an excellent batting lineup, and just look at Gautam Gambhir. He's just really one of those top stars in the Indian lineup, and Sachin Tendulkar needs no introduction. So I think it's a fantastic game that we're going to see. That's Sachin Tendulkar's record. I believe it's a good challenging score. 247 is a good target. Sri Lankans have something to bowl at. We're certainly going to have a super game in our hands in the second half.
Let me ask you directly, which dressing room would you rather be in now with that 246? Anyway, here it is, 2 slips, and Kulasekara it is. India away. Gambhir has got 1. Just flicked down the onside. Now, Kulasekara has had a tremendous year. In fact, he's sneaked under the radar. He's second on the ICC rankings, and really he's not hogged the limelight so much to be number 2 on the ICC rankings. He's gone over the top, didn't quite middle it. Gautam Gambhir is going to be a bit of a chase. It's not going to reach. Maroof reaches it, and Gambhir comes back for the 3rd, and he's got to be quick. He is.
Excellent shot, good running by Gautam Gambhir.
Is that close? Did it pitch in line? That's the thing, and he's got the affirmative. Kumar Dharmasena had to decide whether it pitched in line. I thought it hadn't, but it was one of those close ones. And he has ruled in favour of the bowler. Tendulkar makes the long walk back.
Well, Kumar Dharmasena's first decision. And what a decision, Sachin Tendulkar. It's interesting to take a look. Well, to start with, it seemed to have pitched outside the leg stump. So if it pitches outside the leg stump, we know it can't be out. So unfortunate, but then these things could happen. The umpire doesn't have the liberty of that. It's 13 for 1.
Well, Suresh Raina walks in into an opportunity and a situation. It's just what India didn't want to happen. An early wicket, and that to Tendulkar. 13 for 1, but every bit of adversity is also an opportunity. And here is Suresh Raina. Great strike rate, an average to boot. 34 is not bad at all by any standard. He's gone over the top, and he's going to get 4 for it. That's the strength of Gautam Gambhir. He can surprise you. There's nothing predictable about this young man.
He's able to hit it over the top. Certainly advances. Not afraid to use his feet to the faster bowlers.
Oh, has he taken him? That is an exceptional take if he's managed it. Gautam Gambhir is standing, but certainly magnificent athleticism there by Kulasekara.
Great effort. Gautam Gambhir is standing his ground. He's not sure. the umpires are consulting, but what a fantastic effort on his follow-through, reaching out, and it was pretty low. Very well taken. We'll have to wait and see. But what a is a great effort.
I think he's got his man. We'll just take a look. The leading edge in the air, he goes down. Now this is the problem. Does he get that finger under it, or does the ball also touch the ground at the same time? That's the tough one. Now that's the one the umpire has to make. I wouldn't want to be a third umpire to adjudicate such takes. Looks like he's taken it, looks like he's got his fingers. At least this angle would suggest it.
Certainly this angle looks much better than the other one. It's a bit more conclusive. It appears that he's just got his fingers under the ball.
He's given it not out. The umpire has taken a look at it from all angles, and you've got to say that he's gone by giving the benefit of the doubt to the batsman. Oh, that is an exceptional shot. Brilliant. What a crisp hit, just past the bowler, just erring in length, and he latched onto it perfectly. Another one, this time past the bowler on the offside. Even better. What a treat. Another boundary.
Great batting by Suresh Raina. He certainly looks to be in top form. Those two drives, the second one, this one too, suggesting. Just look at that. That's so straight, so crisply timed. Another lovely drive through mid-off. Another boundary.
And this time he's gone over. And has it done the distance? He's got 6 for it. So this time he didn't try to keep it down, went over.
He's making full use of these field restrictions, and Kulasekara pitching it up. And Raina just getting it in the middle, well over mid-on and over long on for 6. Lovely shot indeed.
Well, this is already the most expensive over of this match, but I was just trying to see if that was a slower one. It wasn't. It was just a length and on the front foot. Just played it straight over mid-on for 6.
And just clipping the fingers of Mahela Jayawardene. He will take his chances, Gautam Gambhir, and he gets away with this one. In fact, will pick up 2.
Very difficult chance this time. Gautam Gambhir threw everything at this delivery. He was looking somewhere over extra cover. Got a thick outside edge, and it flew away to Jayawardene at first slip. Got both hands to it, but just fingertips really.
More runs. It'll be 4 of them. We'll wait for the umpire's signal. And leg by as it is.
They'll be comfortable all the way. Good shot.
Brings up the 50. That excellent boundary. He's such a lovely player to watch when he gets going. Gambhir is very strong through the offside. One for the pull shot. Banded fine leg. Doesn't get there in time. 54 for 1.
So there we have a look at the power play comparisons there. India 54 for 1, so they well ahead at this stage. The third power play, the batting power play, was the one that meant trouble for Sri Lanka. That's an excellent stroke. The short delivery, very well controlled there by Gautam Gambhir. Not an easy shot to play.
That's a terrific shot. This young man's very impressive when he plays that shot. He's not afraid to hit the ball up in the air. And he got just the width that he was looking for around the off stump. And see that. A lot of confidence as he hits that ball over extra cover. Full face of the bat there. So no problem of an outside edge or anything like that.
Oh, he's played that very fine. Just the thick outside edge which is running away, and it will be 4. So 50 for Gautam Gambhir with that. That's been a wonderful innings for this young man, and he carries on very, very consistent for India in all forms of the game.
2008 was fantastic for Gambhir, and 2009 is starting off well too.
But that's in the air. Fielder getting under it, and that is a gift. Gautam Gambhir obviously was struggling with the elements here. Got tired. This happened to the Sri Lankans as well. So he has inadvertently provided the opening that Sri Lanka was so desperate for.
Well, you're just making the point. Don't think about the others in the dressing room. You've got to finish it. He was in complete control till he played this shot. A bonus wicket for Murli. And Sri Lanka have broken through. A very, very good innings of 62 comes to an end. 126 for 2.
Well, it's almost following the Sri Lankan innings path. 2 down, 126. Yuvraj walks in after Gautam Gambhir has provided the opening. Really gave it away. He was batting so well. But Yuvraj, and strike rate of almost 90 with an average of 37. 6,500. Intensely experienced. Great talent. But this is, he had a miserable time the last time round in Sri Lanka. He'll be wanting to make amends. But against England, it's a different story. 138 not out in 78 balls in the first game. Then 118, 38, 25 not out and a 6. So he's come off really a phenomenal time against England. He would be feeling good about himself, but there's a slip in place for him. And he's off the mark, Yuvraj. He'd feel pretty relieved. 127 for 2. So Raina on 49. And 50. He's played a wonderfully controlled innings. His 9th 50, Mohandas Menon tells me, raises his bat to the dressing room, but this job is only half done.
He's got to be there till the very end. Suresh Raina. He's played well. Has a good strike rate. He's looking in control. He's on top of the bowling. He run the first one hard. Suresh Raina. Hesitation. This could be disaster. This could be real disaster. He's gone. Huge mix-up. Raina run out. It was a bonus wicket first up. Gautam Gambhir looking for the big shot. Hold out in the deep. Now Raina ran out.
Ridiculous. It was Raina's call, but take a look at the running. Hesitancy. Should he go? Shouldn't he go? Then he sees Murli, thinks he can make it. Here he feels he can. And when he turns, Murli's picked up the ball, he's thrown it. The yes and no didn't leave any chance for him to get back. He's got only himself to blame, as I see it. But India now in trouble. Dhoni has walked in. Look at that average, 46.85. And a strike rate of 91. No wonder he is topping the charts.
Oh!
But now suddenly there's doubt in the minds of the Indians. And still I feel they haven't gotten an extra fielder in the circle. And he has been struck viciously, and great fielding there in the deep. Saves 3 runs. Kapugedra saving 3 runs. That was headed for the boundary.
That was hit like a rocket. He had to put in the dive. Great commitment. Magnificent to watch. Lush green outfield. Look at that for an effort.
How did he manage to play that? Very deliberate. He's got the boundary. But he obviously read that quicker delivery. Maybe the dusra. And he's played that very fine, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Mind you, he's just walked in.
Whoa! And that was through him. Once again, very nearly. For a moment, I thought it was through him. Completely beaten.
Well, Yuvraj has jabbed very hard at it, and he hasn't really picked which way the ball's going. And his front foot is pretty stationary.
But this is a good shot. That's hit down towards the mid-wicket boundary. It's gone for 4. It's 149 for 3. Just over the top. That's down to the boundary. Very well played by Yuvraj Singh. Controlled stroke. Just few paces down the track and a little chip over the top. A boundary. And straight away. That's a great shot by Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Straight past the bowler. Very powerful. Welcome back, Nuwan Kulasekara.
In the air, shouts of catch it, and yes, he's taken it, a good low catch. Muralidharan in the action again was responsible for the throw when the run out took place. Now he's run in and taken a low catch. So Sri Lanka picked up another wicket.
And at a very good time. Could there be a twist in the tail? Yuvraj Singh, you'll be disappointed with this. That's another variation of the slow delivery, as we said. He bowls them very, very well. Time Muralidharan coming in at mid-on, taking a good, comfortable catch. So that's the 4th wicket gone now. Yuvraj Singh, he's out for 23. India 181 for 4.
Rohit Sharma has come to the wicket. Batsman in form. 33 matches for him in ODIs, 593 runs. He's come into the crease at a very crucial stage of this match. Between a cover and extra cover, and then between extra cover and mid-off. That's what I reckon both batsmen will do. Dhoni is pretty clever at doing it. Rohit Sharma also will look to do that. Try and hit through the offside if the opportunity arises. There it goes, there it goes. And it has found the gap, very elegantly stroked. And it reaches the boundary.
It's a good shot. Not a great delivery by Mendes. There's no protection on the offside, as we said, so he's got to bowl a straighter line. It's just too much width. So that takes some pressure off Sharma.
Early call, and he's so quick. Not only can he strike the ball hard, he's so very quick between the wickets, MS Dhoni.
So I think there's a bit of a problem simply because there was a very good bounce for the fielder. 219 for 4. That's beautifully struck. He makes it look so easy, Rohit Sharma, when he middles the ball. Fielders are in the circle. There's just a long on, there's no long off, so he's hit it beautifully. Got the bottom man into play. A little bit of an inside-out shot.
Unbelievable. Just opening the face of the bat at the moment of contact. Magical. Doesn't get any better. 50 for MS Dhoni.
Captain's innings from Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Very good use of the feet once again. He promoted himself ahead of Rohit Sharma and Yusuf Pathan, the regular batsman. Good use of the feet, getting close to the pitch of the ball and then driving it straight back past the bowler. Terrific shot this to bring up his half century.
Blasted down the ground. Why would you want to risk your wicket for 1 run when you can hit shots like this?
Absolutely right. Once again, he's picked it up very well. Good use of the feet and whacked away, dismissed from sight.
So some of the youngsters coming good. Ishant Sharma picking up 3 wickets. Raina getting a half century. That might get to the boundary. A delightful shot. Ends the over. 246 for 4.
Well, if you're going to bowl on the patch, you're asking for punishment. If you have no protection there, no deep square leg. Rohit Sharma just leaning into that flick shot.
A lot of support for India today here in Dambula. That's the winning run coming from the bat of the Indian captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni. 61 not out, and he has done a job. Came into bat when India lost a few wickets pretty quickly and made sure he batted till the very end, setting a perfect example for the youngsters in the side.
It's a very well-paced innings by the Indian skipper. He's of course got to be thankful to Gambhir and Suresh Raina for their century-plus partnership, which is what set things up very nicely for India. They gave a platform whereby the batsmen that followed could take their time, settle down, and that's exactly what the Indian skipper did.
Still 4 matches left in the series, so it's going to be a hard-fought battle. Sri Lanka will come back fighting extremely hard. The other 4 matches in Colombo. Gambhir well made 62, but got out at the wrong time. Tendulkar unlucky with the decision, just 5. Suresh Raina batted well, but again run out at the wrong time. 54 for Raina out 71 balls. Yuvraj Singh made 23. He was looking dangerous when departed, caught in the deep. MS Dhoni, captain, showing the way, undefeated, 61. And Rohit Sharma kept in good company, 25 not out. 247 for 4. 7 overs for Kulasekara, no wickets. Tushara picked up 1. Farbreeze Maroof picked up 1. Important thing there, Mendes, 10 overs, no maidens, none for 47. And Muthiah Muralidharan, 10 overs, no maidens, 1 for 52. One of the reasons why India have cruised home, not losing any wickets to Murali and Mendes. 246 was the score for Sri Lanka, 247 the target, achieved quite easily in the end in the 49th over. Good contributions from Gambhir, Dhoni, Raina and then Rohit Sharma. India have won the match by 6 wickets.
You are watching Neo Cricket.